Well, good evening. It's almost Shavuot, which is a great time of the year. We celebrate basically a lot of interesting things. Primarily, what we read is we read the Book of Ruth, which is essentially the first convert to Judaism that's mentioned in the Torah. Now, and what's going on in the war? Well, as you see behind me, the Palestinian Hamas are surrendering by their thousands. They'd much prefer to end up in an Israeli holding camp where they get decent meals than trying to fight in Gaza where they're just going to get killed. There are two types of prisoners in our holding camps. One type, of course, is, is just the ordinary Hamas soldier. And we don't have any particular issues with them. But the other group that we separate are called the Nukba. Now, the Nukba are the specially trained Eisengroupen of the Hamas. They're the SS of the Hamas, the ones that on the 7th of October raped, murdered, burned babies, killed, and took prisoners as sex slaves, both male and female. So when we catch these guys, and we do catch them, they do surrender because, like most cowardly SS, they will give up rather than fight to the death. We segregate them. In the meantime, we use them for intelligence gathering since they're an elite SS unit. And of course, they will give us information. And that information could lead us to finding more of the hostages and releasing them. Now, your average Hamas prisoner will probably end up being released in the future at some time. Basically, what would happen with the average Hamas prisoner is he'd be put in jail for a certain period of time, and he may be exchanged for prisoners at Jewish prisoners at the future date. However, the Nukba will not be exchanged, and the Nukba basically is imprisoned under the death sentence for what they did to the Jewish men, women, children, and babies. They suffer a maximum sentence of death, just as the SS would. And some of them may be able to bargain their death sentence away if they tell who their commanders were, and could identify the commanders, the people that led them in the attack. So they still do have a way of saving themselves from the death sentence by turning in their commanding officers who commanded them to do the acts that they did. I think what most of you don't understand, there is the Hamas, and then there's the Nukba. The Nukba have been growing up in the UNRWA, the United States Relief Welfare Organization schools to kill Jews, and they are trained in weapons from age 5 or 6, and they're indoctrinated to hate Jews. And those that show special aptitudes, just as those in the SS that showed special aptitudes, are put into the Eisengroupen, which is the group of people that will rape, kill, and burn Jewish babies. Look at them. The once proud Eisengroupen of the Hamas. Look at them. Sitting, half naked, requesting mercy. Will they receive mercy? If it's up to me, never. Well, have a great day. It was nice talking to you guys.